YouTube, good to see you guys as always. Dylan, Kyle, Keyshawn, Nate, anyone else in the stream. Really appreciate you guys joining me tonight as there's some more information for the game, so why not talk about it tonight in the stream? We are about 12 days exactly until the game actually drops. This is actually back in the store, if you will. They actually took it out of the game. Now they brought it back in, so here it is. The limited time offer is back up for me at least. I think if you bought it, they took it down. But now we're able to see the timer again, at least on PlayStation you are. Now it's not working here. Oh yeah, dude, it always does that. I like in the most EA fashion, the game freezes. Let's go back in, okay? But look, while this loads back in, let me next what I'm talking about here, okay? So again, it drops at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, whatever that is for your time zones when it's gonna drop. So for me, it is in about 53 minutes. It is 8 o'clock in 53 minutes. So the game's gonna drop in 12 days and 53 minutes. And I think the most, I guess, satisfying part of this is they actually are gonna let you download the game 2 days before, which is the 12th. What's up, Gabe? What's up, Adam? Up to 15. Good job, champ. Keep going, dude. One thing I'll say is they are able to go ahead. You are able to download the game. Here it is for proof. It says right there you are able to expected auto download date on the 12th. So do not worry about downloading the game. You will be able to download the game 2 days before on the 12th. So that kind of confirms. Don't worry about any, oh, I gotta download the game. It will be, you will be good to go for that. It still says 8 p.m. Because of this timer. Now, I don't think they can really change the timer. I think this is the latest we'll play. And honestly, like I said, even with the New Zealand thing, I mean, if people somehow figure out a way to beat the system, which I think it was designed to be a universal drop, if it actually ends up happening where you are able to beat the system, it's gonna be like a 4 a.m. Eastern time, so I don't really think it's gonna be that worth it, honestly. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it always ends up being a free for all and whatnot. But one thing I'll say though is if it does, you know, happen to be a 8 p.m. release, I would say probably one of the better time releases ever because it's a lot better than midnight for us Eastern time people, and just having it at 8 p.m. is just really the sweet spot. You can still play several hours and then go to bed at still 12 or 1 o'clock. So I mean, it's really, really worth it and really, really good. So, not to mention probably a pregame stream at about 6:30 on my channel. So, hopefully I was able to make that as well. You're not buying it yet. Are you looking for just worth it? So I got half off. So mine was only 54 bucks. I got it right there. It says early bird, special, 50% off, and I had gift cards. So mine was free. So I didn't pay a dime. So. Um, I'm thinking of switching my Xbox location. Well, that's if you. I mean, I don't think they're gonna do New Zealand this year, but any word on Weekend League RTP? No, not yet. I'm sure they will probably talk about that. I would assume during the special stream. That's more under Fuel Pass comp passes. We'll see what they do for this year. I mean, it is cross-platform, so I mean, you would really hope that they would figure out a way to make it where Weekend League's back. Even if it is what it was last year, it'll still be more competitive. You're just not going to get your rewards. Obviously, that's as good. Which honestly, I'm on your side for that. They really should bring back stuff like that. So obviously, the bigger news coming tonight for the leaks. Instead of making a YouTube video about it, I wanted to talk about it in a stream. It's because it's only one leak right now. So these strategy items have been changed for this year's game, and pretty much the gray ones are unchanged, but you really shouldn't be using gray ones anyway. You should be using the uncommon ones or better, but the uncommon ones got nerfed. So instead of +3, which had two different attributes. Okay. So these were the ones last year. There'd be two different things being boosted, one plus two, one plus one. Now they have it where it's just one thing plus two, which is still decent. I mean, but and then there's one thing down there where it's plus one. Um, because they're not going to give you +2 throw power apparently. So it's only +1 throw power to nerf that. So obviously I would probably say the best one from all of this, maybe like a +2 zone, +2 man. Don't overthink it too much. And then obviously I would assume because they're trying to slow the game down, tamper progression. Really what this is designed to do is like, have the game prolonged. And that was the goal of taking away physical chems. No more +1 speed, no more, this, that. They'll probably end up tuning Legends theme teams because of just it was overpowered. Even +1 speed is pretty powerful on already powerful cards. We'll see what they do with that. But honestly, this strategy thing, they don't even have rare and legend. I think they're gonna add those as the game goes on, maybe make them like a little bit, hard to find. Kind of like how they added Sprinter back in whenever it was October, November, and they went for a lot of coins and whatnot. Or maybe Sprinter didn't come until like January, but whatever happened, they would add strategy items with new seasons. So season 2, they might add a few new ones, like In the Zone got better, or this, that, right? So they really went out of their way to kind of add and tweak those strategy items as the game progressed. So we'll see what happens for these strategy items this year, but that is really all we have on the strategy items. Again, Mutt Leaks is on Twitter. It's called X now, but I'll always call it Twitter. I'm not gonna call something X. Hey, are you on X? No. Are you on X? No. I mean, that's really stupid. So the last thing I want to talk about is this gameplay stuff. The last big thing I missed was the zone improvements. And I know that making a YouTube video, I know other content creators made about 15-20 minute videos, but I feel like I wanted to make mine kind of shorter because this really could have been a 20+ minute video. But why do that when we can have a stream about it, talk about it, whatever? What are your all thoughts on the Madden gameplay this morning? Hopefully you saw it live. If not, you took time to watch the 26-minute video they posted here, which was a live stream transformed into a video now. But hopefully you guys are able to watch this. I would honestly give it at least an A-. I think it was better than everyone thought it was going to be. Scoreboard does look clean. One thing I will say, though, is game day momentum. They could do a lot more with it. I feel like there's not really a true, like, like the announcers are not saying, in the MCS, oh, his momentum is at this bar, watch out for this, or it's really hurting him, really helping him, like there's not enough of an impact. And again, it's not home field advantage, it's just game day momentum. And that was introduced back in Madden 22. I just feel like that was just a dud this year, So how do you guys feel about all that stuff? Anything? What's up, Notorious? What's up, Chase? Yep, I remember you, man. We'll be able to play franchise with friends, different platforms. Franchise, as of right now, is not cross-platform. Very cringe. I kind of wish it was cross-platform, but at the end of the day, EA, they always find a way to screw us over. Zones match. Yeah, exactly. So the zones definitely are a lot better, Gabe. It's very good. The running game is the go-to to be good. Yep, I agree. Run blocking got better. AI, screens, other stuff. It should have made the crowd noise or something shake the TV. Yeah, pretty much. Do something, right? Hopefully this Friday we can hear something. I love to hear what's going on with Mutt and when they see. Yeah, it's true. I mean, dude, like, we have no stream yet. It's August 2nd. There's no reason to panic yet. I just feel like, dude, next week would be kind of a letdown. I mean, next week we're literally under 7 days then from the game dropping. Like, you should have dropped it before 7 days. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. EA, I don't know if it's procrastination or if it's just them going out there and just it's just what they decided, So you're a runner, so you'll take it. Now keep in mind one thing, and we'll watch it in this stream. But let me actually.
And on the other side, we got one of the most popular players in the game, and somebody who's very good in the booth as well.
So the one thing that shocked me as well is we see that I forget his name. The one guy who is it says it in the beginning.
That was nasty. That was nasty. First time we get to look at Madden NFL 24. If you don't know who these players are sitting in the chairs, well, we encourage you to tune into the MCS season because on one side we got our defending Madden Bowl champion, the two-time belt winner, Dez.
Okay, so we have Dez, right? So Dez got killed. I mean, he was the Chiefs. Okay, I'm almost positive. So I don't know if he actually tried. I mean, I'm sure he tried because, I just feel like that'd be dumb if it was staged. I mean, obviously things like this could be staged, but like 35-14, like getting that killed, like I feel like make it where if it was truly staged, make it like a closer game. So but he got killed.
And on the other side,
one thing I'll say about this Stephon Diggs going deep is, again, one more time, okay, he is not playing against L'Jarius Sneed. And not only that, but notice how he's in the slot. So in the slot, you're going to get those better mismatches. If you ever watch me play, slot flood, the C route, whatever, in my offense, right? You'll notice that I put my best receiver as well in the slot because it forces my opponent to make their best corner in the slot. Okay? And that way for the deep outsides that, because normally when you do a slot streak, you're going to get some kind of help, whether it's from a cover 3 middle safety or whatever. But the deep outsides, it really is usually, unless they're in cover 4 or cover 2 man with the 2 deep zones or whatever, it usually is going to be a one-on-one truly. And the safety has to really cover that deep outside ground, right? So the one thing we'll say, the one thing we'll say though is, again, Stephon Diggs, okay, he beats this, okay? But the thing again I'll say is, and again, right there, circle is also open, but I don't know what he was doing with using Sneed. If I had to really guess, he was doing adjustments and he wasn't ready, and then he saw a triangle and whatnot. But again, a one-play score here, not really a bad start for Cleft to God. And we see Justin Reed almost catch him, but boom, touchdown, all that stuff. So honestly, again, this is all easier said than done. That looks really clean there with the touchdown Diggs at the bottom, all that stuff. There's Knox, all that stuff. But the thing I'll say again is just, if man coverage press really is that nerfed, I think it is a huge win because, you can still call it. It'll be successful. But I highly doubt that will be the everyday meta. Just, blitz, press, man coverage. And honestly, I'm starting to wonder if you don't press, is it going to be really overpowered? What's the alternative to not pressing? Because obviously if you're doing man coverage and you're not pressing, slants, drags, out routes are supposedly going to be that much easier. And obviously streaks and other stuff, other deep routes will be a little bit harder to do. Remember, obviously at launch, you're going to go back to less abilities. You're probably not going to have a hot route master for some time. Definitely not gunslinger or pass lead or all that stuff. So, the beginning mechanics to the game is just going to be a lot different than, you're probably used to in September and on. So the first 3 weeks are really limited. And again, it was a cover 0 blitz. So Dez probably trying things out from last year and stuff like that. Here's Mahomes in bunch. Now, you're going to see right here, this is something that I am always going to just, not, this is an example right here where I feel like, he's a great player. I would say 20 times better than myself. but why are you highballing this? Especially, learn this now in my stream here. Travis Kelce's wide open and he's highballing him. It's probably because he's used to it. Like he's just it's part of his what's it called? Like it's just natural to him. He's wide open and also, it slows him down. He goes up there, grabs the ball, comes back down, then he regathers his momentum, okay, in stride, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's caught, cool. You could have caught that in stride here. Okay, pass lead. I probably would have went to RB there. Okay, only because he's open right away. Yeah, Kelce could get open. Okay, when he gets past Milano there or Milano's there, I don't know who's there, but yeah, Kelce will get open behind that guy right there. But you don't know if the pass rush is gonna. I mean, pass rush could get to you, right? Von Miller, little spin move, he sacked. RB's wide open, go to RB right away, right? And then the safety's right there, but pass lead to the left, not up, right? And the thing I'll say though is if you get Kelce in there, okay, in stride, he catches that, maybe go for a truck, right? He's very bulky, whatever. Well, now that he did a high point there, okay, slow him down a little bit, and then boom. So maybe a little bit of overreaction there by me, but honestly, the high point just not really necessary. And people are doing that for, why? Well, the low points were taken out this year, okay, because that was the Madden 22 meta. Okay, so people had to adjust, no more lowballing every single pass. Now it's going to go back to, hey, look, you can highball it, but at what cost? So I think that's a huge win, in this year's game. And they definitely talked about it in the whole stream here. We're going to listen a little bit more.
Talk to me how important that feedback was from just a short time ago.
Immensely. Like, the feedback we get from our players is so important to us because with all the testing that we can do, we can't replicate the testing of thousands and thousands of players. So our beta, we saw more players in our beta this year than ever before. We got more feedback in that beta than ever.
Yeah, so what the EA dev guy is saying is, hey, the feedback, other stuff, we're getting great stuff. So it's really good to hear that they really did take the beta feedback to our advantage.
Before. And man coverage being OP, man press being OP, these were things that our players called out, and we took a tuning pass to adjust that because of the feedback we got.
That's the important thing to always remember. It's not just...
Now, right here, one thing I'll say is, okay, you kind of see a man coverage look, right? Right there, right there, right there, right there. Now, this could have been a one-play touchdown. And you're like, Matt, what do you mean? Okay, anytime that you have these Anytime you have these vert hooks right here.
We got more feedback in that beta than ever before.
Where is it?
And man coverage being OP, man press being OP. These were things that our players called out.
Anytime you have these vert hooks right here, okay, they are man coverage beaters, okay? So although Dez saw McKinnon there, and again, this is all hindsight, watch Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, because, there's some traffic there. That corner or linebacker, okay, and again, tight ends versus linebackers, they always have an advantage in football. The traffic happened, the guys behind, triangle, should be able to beat that number 7 there. I mean, I think that is a DB actually, so maybe the speed would have caught up. But if you really, Kelce should have had some leverage there with that collision from those guys. So always watch out for those routes in man coverage stuff. Okay. Any comments I want to go over really quick here if anyone wants to say anything. They are not doing stream this week. They are switching kind of 23. Yeah, like I said, Matthew, at this point it probably will be next week. I hope it's not next Thursday because that would be on the 10th. And that is when the sets expire. Giving us just 2 hours, 3 hours or less to really make a decision. Maybe more than that, but it'll probably be a night stream, so 6, 7 o'clock stream. Because people work and school, whatever. So if they really do it on the 10th, which is that Thursday before launch, that just gives really no people, it doesn't give a lot of time to really, for content creators to go over stuff. to really plan stuff, whatever. And like, I know you don't got to plan a whole book over it, but I feel like that would be the the closest turnaround they would have ever, dude. Knockouts gonna be OP again. Yeah, I did find it funny how they talk about knockouts being like, more animated knockouts, whatever. Even without KOs, Luna. Very interesting there. Slosh gonna work out better against Deep Out, yes, sir. Return of the Artist, yes, sir. Easy if you play, still 23. So yeah, but anyway, going over other stuff there, we see that, yeah, the check down there to McKinnon, okay? And then there's Cliff of God and Dez. All right, so watch right here. I think this is a check down play. Watch how the local motion, okay? He does not like stop himself, then regather. And there's a better video of the Bills guy, Clef the God, okay? There's a better video of him having this than Dez did. But we see right here, he catches the ball, okay? And it's kind of like all in one motion. He catches it and goes upfield in one motion. And again, the other one for the Bills is a little bit smoother. That was also something that I was not able to show you guys in my video this morning, but something that I really like. So honestly, with the whole zone coverage thing, how do I feel about it? And also, you know what? Also a big takeaway in this year's game, for like this gameplay example, everyone's talking about the pass rush being a little bit nerfed. Like, even though we had Von Miller and the Bills don't really have the worst pass rush team. I mean, I would say it's not great, but it's not bad either with Von Miller, and they have some good deep, he's sending 4 too, not 3, right? My thoughts on that is if pass rush is not that great, then it could also go into saying passing is a viable option. So just be, and it's always been, in 22, 23. Well, now at the end of the day, people are saying running is going to be buffed, whatever. Okay, yeah, blocking could be buffed at the second level blocking and run screens, whatever. Smarter AI for running lanes, all that stuff, right? But if the pass rush is not going to be super overpowered, and we're seeing the rollouts with quarterbacks, okay, we see the rollouts being, okay, a little bit smoother, and man coverage pressing being a little bit nerfed. Those are all buffs in the passing quarterback's eyes. So is it really that nerfed? Is running really going to overtake passing? Also, keep in mind that they did say later in this video, I missed this as well, if you call the same run play numerous times, and this has been a supposed feature in previous years, hopefully they actually are being honest when they say this. They said that the AI run defense is going to get better at sniffing out the same run play over and over again. Okay? Now, right here, this is my least favorite part of Madden in probably history. Now, this is a great read. I mean, he technically had, circle here, okay, but let's be honest here. How can this guy guard 2 guys? I never understood that. This is the most, and again, this is probably like, in this whole video here, this will be one of my only 3 negative things. I mean, there's not many negative things. And right here, this is not a Madden 24 thing. It's a Madden in general thing. It's how the game's coded. It's always been an issue. There is no way in God's name that someone should be able to guard 2 receivers on those hooks. I get it. They're both vertical routes. They're going the same place. Hey, 2 birds, 1 stone. I'll guard both guys at once. No, you can't do that. I mean, he inside passed it. I believe he did. Is there any way to confirm that? He did highball that. I don't know why you're highballing that, to be honest. You highballing it, especially with Kadarius Toney, who has probably low catch in traffic. If you don't highball that, he won't have that extra, let's go for the ball, to the moon we go, Like, why are you making him jump up? Just have him flat-footed, okay, on his feet, and just have him try to do CIT, pass lead to the inside. So, and again, one thing I did not notice at all this year too, they kind of were very quiet about it, is the passing meter. Didn't really see a lot on like, oh, free form, oh this, oh that. Just like game day momentum, is it really that much of an effect in the game as we think it is? So that's my thought on that. But again, vertical is there. There's no way that guy should be able to guard both. And again, that's not a Madden 24 issue. It's been in the game now for numerous years. It's not really even eyes behind the head. It's just you shouldn't be able to guard two guys at once. Okay. Now right here went for a back shoulder fade. Okay, that was kind of a risky throw, but again, they're trying stuff out in the game, so it kind of makes sense. See what he does here. Again, 4-man rush. Good catch there by Scanling. Good read in the middle there. Cover 4 soft spot. One thing I'll say about cover 4 is the middle, right? We see DB1 right there in the top left. Okay, and then it's called like a quarter coverage, like a little blanket in the back, right? And the reason why I love cover 4 is I am literally, my user will be in the middle of the field, right? I am making you go, underneath, okay? But you see the middle here is really, really, really exposed. So if you do a quick throw over the middle, that actually is a cover 4 weakness. It's not just underneath drag, slants, and all this stuff. You also could go up the seams in those soft spots of the zone. But yeah, I didn't really see enough handoffs. I think there were under 5 handoffs in the entire game. So something that I thought, hey, like, even screens, like, if you're going to go out there and promote better run blocking and better screen usage, well, how about we see that in this gameplay here? Now, right here, I think this is the high point to Kelsey. I could be totally wrong here. Nope, it's a quarterback draw. Okay. Could have fumbled there, obviously. Okay, now here it is, maybe. Nope, this isn't it. Wait, he called it back-to-back plays? All right, 4th down and goal. There it is, the high point, too. And, again, still, Dez is a way better player than me, okay? Way better player than me. But I still don't know why you're highballing that. I mean, like, I can definitely see, like, to get over the defender. But really good mechanics will say the read is X or circle. It's X or circle. There's one defender and there's 2 receivers. They're crossing, make the right read. And that's why I love slants. Okay, call me old school, but when you call slants, it's still really hard to guard slants when you make the right reads every time. So he made the wrong read, should have been circle, touchdown. Even squares a touchdown. He forces the high ball, okay, to Travis Kelsey, and even Kelsey with probably 99 overall stats was unable to come down with that against a linebacker. So again, Dez is a great player, but still, you kind of want to see those be touchdowns there, okay, especially on 4th down. Okay, what are your guys' thoughts on the high points? Back to the comments really quick here. How do you feel about the comments and all that stuff? I don't think so, Chris. I don't think so at all, dude. I mean, I think the game's gonna be really good this year. I mean, honestly, like I said, you guys have seen me trash EA Sports. I am not a guy who will suck up to them. I actually feel like the zones could be better. The man coverage could be nerfed. I honestly feel like the quarterback rollouts could really improve. In a really good way. I just see a lot of positives with the high balling being nerfed, the gun type being nerfed with the PA slot cross. There's a lot of positives from this, Chris. Local motion, all-in-one motion for catching other stuff. What's up, CBH? Good to see you, man. Man 25 was the best. I did not play for Man 25. I was too young, but not even too young, but just not really my big thing. But back then, so all right. So anyway. So yeah, that's the high balling there with Kelsey. Honestly, it's really good to see that, in my opinion. You should be able to catch some of those for sure, but let's be honest here. Again, you should not be high balling every single play. Now, right here, I believe, unless I'm wrong, is a Josh Allen rollout. Watch how smooth it looks here. Did he blitz though? Yeah, so he blitzed. So he blitzed 5 people. You're gonna see right here, if contains on, which the right side it kind of was. You can see how he kind of has that disengagement there on on the block. He would have been able to get him sacked, but looks like the left tackle here, Deion Dawkins, does a pretty good job there on that right end. Josh Allen rolls out, throws an absolute laser on the run to Hardy there for the first down. So Josh Allen, whoa, can we see his abilities there? It showed really quickly here. Let's see. So, no, I don't see his abilities here. Okay, dang it. So, yeah, it would be so nice. I mean, I'm assuming he has some kind of, like, pass lead or something like that, dude. He threw a lot of corner routes, dude. So, corner routes definitely seem very overpowered again, but let's be honest here. I think it is the best route in the game. So, like, it makes sense. I mean, cover 0 blitz. Going for the high point there. Not the right read. I mean, also one thing I'll say is I'm very shocked. The running back's wide open. I mean, anytime, and call me a check down Charlie. Your first read in cover 0 is the check down. That's your first read, because literally it's a safety valve. Extra yards, and that would have been at least a 10-15 yard game right there underneath, okay? But instead he goes for the high point against Nick Bolton, who sadly probably cannot jump because he's a linebacker, and it's incomplete, okay? And again, I know it looks kind of weird, like, oh, that's kind of dumb, stupid, whatever. Well, again, the more nerfed high balls are, the better I think this game is going to be, okay? And keep that in mind for Donald Parham and the 6'7" Washington rookie premier corner, or the rookie premier, the rookie premier tight end, okay? Now, right here, I was also kind of surprised. You kind of have a cover 2 look here. The middle of the field was wide open, but he decided to go for the deep outsides. The deep out, I mean, he had square, he had even circle if you pass lead that, even RB, but he decides to take the risk. And I don't blame him, because down the sideline, that really could have been a touchdown, but we see the follow from that corner really good from that, and then 23 Micah Hyde makes the play. 2 top 10 safeties, or at least top 12 on the Bills. By far one of the better secondaries in the league, led by Von Miller as well up front. Now that was just a delayed read there by Dez. Not Dez's best game, but again, it is what it is. RB was a late read. You gotta throw that like right now, okay? And then Trey White, I think, took it to the house, right? Nope. So and then here's PA slot cross. They kind of nerfed that. They showed how they nerfed it with the switching and all that stuff. I cannot stand that cover 4 beater. I have no idea how this route beat cover 4, but dude, that was absolutely cringe. But it is what it is. Good pass rush there. Okay, by Chris Jones. Really, who else on the Chiefs team? Okay. So hopefully we can see that local motion again from the Bills guy. I know I saw it one of these times, and it was the Bills. I don't know how Josh missed that throw, but that's fine. There was a guy in pursuit of him, so you couldn't set your feet, then make the throw, but yeah. Good look. Keep your eyes downfield. Good look there by Cleft of God. Seeing a lot of 4 verts here. I mean, I love 4 verts too, but 4 verts going for the seams again here. And I don't really know how I feel about this. Okay. I mean, it's not like he jumped 20 feet in the air at least, but I can see what Cleft of God wanted to do there. This definitely made the game interesting, 7-7, but obviously Dez ended up getting blown out. But I don't really know my thoughts on that. I mean, I can see what he wanted to do. Everyone else was covered. So you take the sack, you punt, or you throw it. I mean, there really wasn't anything there. So, I mean, even if you punt it, it would have been good field position. So, it's whatever. Now, here's where I think they go over the running the same play 3 in a row. We see right here, handoff, decent gain. Nope, it's not there, but it's later in the stream. You're gonna see what they end up doing is they show that if you run the play over and over again, the linebackers will adjust and get those better pursuit angles on the tackle. Right there, we see a kind of a knockout, a non-knockout KO knockout. I don't even know if he possessioned that. I don't see possession catch. I don't see X pop up. Maybe you didn't possession it. But yeah, right there on the corner route, you pass, lead that, to the in frontness, and a knockout there by 22. Don't know which corner that was. Trent McDuffie there for the Chiefs. So really good knockout there. You can see what they're talking about here on the commentary.
Got abilities to break on the ball, get knockouts.
Obviously, last year, knockout was probably one of the, you could make the argument that it was the most important.
I think most would say it was the most important ability.
You could definitely
without
make
a doubt.
that argument. And whereas players with knockout are still going to knock out more passes this year, it's not a necessity. If a player is there and he is there in time to make a play, you should have a chance to knock the ball out, especially depending on the catching traffic rating of the receiver.
Boy, it does feel like as we're getting to see a little bit of those run plays, if you're at home.
So see how he ran the dollar DB fire? I mean, I didn't really see it be that overpowered, in this stream. And I mean, maybe he did change it up a bit, but I did see a lot of nickel over and dollar. So
We're talking about the.
And what, like even right here is dollar. What do you do versus dollar? You run the ball. Now, this will not always happen against dollar, but like again, we kind of know. I mean, see, that dive right there looked staged to me. Like, it was just like a missed stage dive. But you know what? Like I said, even if this was staged, 35-14 final, that's not really a good, stage. I mean, make it a barn burner. Make it a good game, So I feel like it wasn't that staged as you would think. But again, versus dollar, you have a weaker box. The second level blocking, there it is. Here come the lineman downfield. Really good job there against dollar for the run offense. Should happen almost every time, honestly. Now right here, we see some good moves there by Isaiah Pacheco. What a, I think he was a 6th, 7th rounder by the Chiefs. What an outbreak year, helping them in the Super Bowl last year. KC Chiefs, it just shows you that running backs are very replaceable. I still want to wait until I see that local motion from the Bills guy. Now again, right there, we do see a high ball, a high ball. Again, 4 verts is called a lot in this game. But again, I still don't even think it's necessary. By you, if you just inside pass that to Kelsey, it's going to be automatically caught. There's no way this outside corner here who's lit up, unless he has a knockout and he reacts super, super, super quick. This outside corner is already cheating up on this circle route. So he has to backtrack over to that circle route. So by him highballing this, it gives White a chance to get over and a new animation may persist. So I feel like really the read here is you go to RB right away. There's no way Matikovic can get there, okay? And if you want a high ball over Matikovic, or go underneath her to triangle, okay? It's a high-low read, right? But if you just pass lead, okay, rack it or not, even just do a blanket possession catch, Kelsey's catching that 9 times out of 10. But by you doing the high ball, we already saw Kelsey drop some high balls. I say he makes that catch from 9 out of 10, probably 6 out of 10. Even though it's Travis Kelsey, that was still an in traffic when really I thought it should have been a safer pass. Or, I'm sorry, almost a guaranteed pass completion. He was open in the seam, and it turned into a risky play when he was open and he had open room. So right here, 5 wide, see what happens. Pass rush, pretty lackluster there. Underneath to Richie James. Okay, cool. I think that's Richie James. I'm not positive. Yep, it is. All right. 5 wide again. I love my 5 wide. Let's see what happens here. Now, right here, I don't really know how I feel about this. Number 7, don't know his name. Who is that? I don't know his name. I know he's their slot corner for the Bills. I don't know if I believe in this. I mean, you see, Tony had some separation there. It's an outside little. Well, let me just show you the route. Okay, pre-snap. Okay, so here's the route pre-snap. It's one of those routes where it's like you go straight in out. Okay, and call it an outside sideline post, if you will, whatever, right? But that's more of a corner route, so call it more of a swivelly route, right? I feel like when he breaks in for the fake, he bites in, then goes out. You're not playing the best corner in the game, okay? And this is their slot corner versus Tony. Tony, he's not the best route runner either, but he should have more separation than that. I mean, really, it should have been picked, but instead of swatted away. I don't really know how I feel about that play. I feel like, again, like this is why some people, this is why, yeah, it's right there called double ends. It's that like, you go straight in, out, okay, towards the sideline, right? This is why metas are existed. If certain, if that route is just not that good, forget anyone ever calling it. You got to make it to where, verse man coverage, if you have time in the pocket and that route develops, you should be able to run that route. That should be a completion versus man coverage, in my opinion. Back to the comments real quick if you have anything to say. What's up, guys? Strong, what's up, man? You played since 17, so I've been played 24. Nice. High ball fades, big tight ends over the middle. Other than that, high ball will be a real rush with tip drill. Yeah, for sure. I mean, big tight ends. Again, we have Washington here for the rookie premier, a 6'7" tight end. I'm gonna choose him, but only because of the 3 tight ends, only 2 of them are really good, and one of them is Washington for the Steelers. But we go right here to MUT 24 rookie premier. Again, I am referring to Washington, who is right here. Where is he? There he is, Darnell Washington, right? Man 24 is fire for sure. Michael, what's up? David Smith, good to see you. Johnson, 6'2" corner. Oh, yep, Johnson's his name, 6'2" corner. Awesome CBH. Still understand new locomotion? Like, you don't understand or you do? This is regs, Chris, but the gameplay is still very similar, like to a certain degree, and how players react. The only difference is for MUT is the abilities are a bit different, and also just there's I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be more similar than you think, dude. Okay. Pass rush is different in MUT and French as well. All right, so let me see if we can see this new locomotion here. Let's see the next play here. Again, another 4 verts call, dude. They love 4 verts up the scene. Now, right there, I would just go hike, circle. Hike, circle. But again, the seam is wide open. Even right now, if you lead that even to the right, this corner has to worry about circle. There's no way he can guard both. Okay, forget this guy down here. He's in La La Land, okay? So, even if you pass lead to the right, that should be caught. But no, he does a high ball, which triggers an animation. There's no reason to highball that. None at all. It's stupid. All right, here's a little bit of great read. I mean, that should have been caught. Again, Tony is just selling on this team. Really nothing against this for Dez. Yeah, he had square there on the inside cut, but again, it's all hindsight. Good pass lead to the outside there, and the outside retro circle there. You got to catch this. But again, Poyer has some abilities there, so he knocked it out there. Gotta be caught, right? Remember, Mahomes is great. The Chiefs are great, but also keep in mind their receivers aren't that great. It's just Kelsey. Great read there. He had triangle, but then he had the rack there. Wow. What a play there by Richie James coming from the Giants. Now, this right here got a lot of backlash from the community. What happened to gang tackling there? All valid points. Let's watch the blocking here as well. You can see even 79 down there, Orlando Brown. I think it's Orlando Brown. Or no, Brown's 87, I think. So number 79 down there, really getting though. He's down there getting some blocks there. 62 Joe Tooney, getting a huge block there. Honestly, yeah, that wasn't the best play ever, but also it is good to see that some reverses having some good success. Here it is in slow-mo. Again, we see Tooney have a block and then go to the next block. Awesome. That's second level blocking for you. Also, they did announce the new special teams. I think it's actually right here, isn't it? Nope, it's part of the next drive. New special teams formations. All right, maybe it's right here where they finally went over the run tackling. Okay, toss play, pretty dang good. Damian Harris, awesome, cool story, right? Good blocking. He runs it again. Now he does it a third time. Now this is where if it had to be scripted, this probably was scripted. They probably said, hey, run a run play for 3 plays in a row. Now watch this linebacker right here. He just sniffs it out. Like all the way over here. Okay? He just sniffs it out. Okay? Now we'll see how true this is. But supposedly, if you just run the same run play over and over and over again, you're not supposed to have a lot of success. Which you can still have success, but it shouldn't be this, I'm going to run all over your, what. So, all right, now local motion should be coming up here, please. God forbid. Handoff, nowhere up the middle. Nope, it wasn't right there. Great playmaker, great swerving. Good shit. Again, this is all created. Oh shit, I have some new tweets here. Hey Dad, what's up? Yeah. So dumb. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, so it looks like the tweets were from the escape artist and other stuff. So sadly, still no MUT content for 24. So yeah, going back, what did I miss here? All right, the playmate. Oh yeah. I want to go back. So again, the power of getting outside the pocket. If you ran this in 23, you're probably going to be sacked. But finally, we see, and again, Josh Allen is the pre-order bonus. You will be getting Josh Allen in that bonus. We already know he has an arm. We already know his throwing's not that bad. He's a taller quarterback, 6'5" for bat down balls. And not just that, but he has some mobility. So it's really good to see that in the pre-order bonus. And again, because of the retooling of the overalls, he is the third best quarterback in franchise. If Mahomes will be like, an 87, then I would say he'll be like an 86. which is still good for a pre-order quarterback. Remember, the standard edition gets it too, so everyone gets it, which is huge. Wait, did I miss something? Oh yeah. Again, it showed right here. Stephon Diggs killed his corner, but again, that's not L'Jarius Sneed. So if he did this versus Sneed, I'd say wow. But against Watson, okay, I believe a second, third year corner, yeah, I'm not really as sold. Okay. Now right here is some screening. The blocks are already out there. I really love that a lot. Awesome. Isaiah potential there. Well done there in the screenplay. I may even call more screens myself. We'll see how it goes there, and stuff like that for the defensive linemen and screens. Finally, pass rush getting some buff there by Von Miller, beating number 79 there. Probably one of the very rare pass rush moments of this video. Now, right here, I really like how in previous years. Now, the one thing that shocked me with Dez was I don't think he went out of the pocket enough with Mahomes. I don't know if Josh Allen was just that much faster or whatnot. And also, you could have thrown this earlier. I mean, I guess he did throw it. I mean, a half second too late, but still easier said than done. I mean, keep in mind, Trey White, he is back there. You know, like, he's not too up front. Like, dude, like, it's not like Square is in the clear, wide open. Like, this is a risky throw. You know, I mean, not to mention that, okay, the line of scrimmage at the 40-yard line, you threw this 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's a far throw. So I don't know if I'm 100% sold on that Trey White drop back. But again, roll out. You know, you have a crosser play that's developed here, and you saw this guy being double teamed engaged. You know, if the quarterback mobility is buffed, you should be able to roll out and be able to set your feet and get a better angle on that crosser route. Is that 4-4 split? There it is, 4-4 split. Let's go. Now, will we call 4-4 split? I don't think so. All right. So yeah, we see the drop back. Cool story, dude. All right. Another rollout corner there by Clef the God. God, he loves those rollout corners. Which again, I'm not going to deny to you, that is overpowered. Is this the local motion play? I think it is. Oh, it's not. Dude, what the fuck? Did I fucking just dream about it or something? Like, why? Okay, so right here, good job by the zone. Now, this is a zone buff play. He had the running back wide open, but they threw this to show this. So this part was probably scripted as well. But you see right here, okay, the linebacker really reacted well, and that was swatted down. Well done. Now, right here was a really tight window to Diggs, but Diggs again wins the press match win. Okay, what a tight window there. Now, right here is the special teams, I think. Let's see. Yep. So, this is all the same. Kick left, kick middle, kick right, middle, left, right, return. But then you see some other onside kicks. We have speed onside kick, strong onside. We have hands team. We have onside XL. Okay, and other stuff. So that's pretty cool. They have a couple new special teams twists. And also keep in mind, you really cannot scum kick anymore because a fair catch goes to the 25 anyway. I'm doing that every time. Okay, now right here was, I think, probably also a dud. I really feel like the high ball is again not necessary. I'm gonna say it. I mean, the only necessary high ball was when it was in the end zone to get it over the defender who was right in his ass. Now, right here, you had triangle, first down, but instead, if you pass lead this to X, okay, I still think you can very seldomly squeeze it over him, but in front of him, and then just possession it. There's no reason to rack it. It's Travis Kelce. He should be able to catch that in traffic. But by you doing this high point bullshit, you're just causing more animation in the game. Now, that was bullshit. How did Kelce just altogether just drop that? That's a little bit bullshit. But again, it is what it is. Okay. And again, they ran verticals at least 12 times in this game. I mean, verticals is always going to be a Madden favorite. And again, I don't know if this is a misread here. Wide open, Gabe Davis. I mean, wide open, Gabe Davis there. Was it a double move? What? Why did that guy just stop running? Oh, he had Dez had some goofy adjustments on, I think. He had him man up with him. Jeez. He had a clear-cut touchdown, he missed it. He had tunnel vision there. Oh gosh, even Knox could be lobbed over the top of a touchdown, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, dude, I still think this game looks a lot better. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because even if man coverage got nerfed, that in its own is huge. Quarterback mobility. Finally, we can do something with quarterback mobility again, right? But it's not as good as 22 was, right? Handoff here to Harris. Now, right there, just good defense. Fumble, he recovered it, though. Roll out. That's just great offense. I don't understand where the local motion was. I could have sworn it was a Bills check down. Maybe it was that Chiefs check down. But again, local motion is just like when you catch the ball, it's all in one motion. There's no more catch, stop, and then regather yourself, which is awesome. Corner routes again, overpowered. Still think he threw that a little bit late. Throw it more like right. Throw that right now. Milano can't jump 20 feet in the air, so. I don't think he scores here. Another 4 verts play there, going for the seam there. I really don't mind that, but like you have triangle, dude. Even X for like 3 yards. That is a really tight window there with an X factor on. It's Trey White. You're not getting in versus Trey White. That's Kelce maybe, but Tony's been having a bad game. I would not do that. Great handoff there. Great score to Pacheco. 2-point conversion here. Great read. Inside drag. Gun bunch, offset. Finally, some pass rush for the Chiefs there. Awesome. Some more press look here. Now, one thing I'll say is very smart passer by Cleft to God. Yeah, so the blitz is coming, right? Even though he looks covered, there's no way Bolton can get to that. So throw it right away. Smart man there. Boom. Try to do a move or two. Unsuccessful with that move there, but still overall W play there by him. Play action pass. Now, this is one that should have been picked. You can see right here the COD, the change of direction by Cook. Okay? You can see right here, it should have been picked. He's right there. but Dez just does not get the correct user in the right position because I don't even know if Cook is a DB. I'm assuming he is because he looks like one, not a linebacker. But that's why using safeties in the box over linebackers are better because they're more coddy and they can change direction better. Agility and COD do go neck and neck, but yeah. Now right here, good mechanics on the user there. What you always do is you user one side of the slants, then you bite down. Okay. Good job there. Definitely a covered sack. Pass rush in the end here is coming clutch. George Kalafdis does coming in there clutch for KC. And I believe right here actually is the last play of the game. Again, KC's pass rush. So it just came too late. Well, it looks like he lost by 13. I thought he lost by 21. My bad. Wow, they actually, this pass rush actually really came in clutch. I mean, I don't know why I didn't go to the tight end right there. A lot of misreads by them, but again, they're way better players than I am, but still. All right. So yeah, that is the overall. I know that was a lot of me going over it, but trust me, guys, that was my overall breakdown of this, first look gameplay. I honestly feel like it's a pretty good game. From what I saw, I mean, even if you have 5 big improvements, that's all we can ask for. You're not going to have a perfect game. But if you sit there and address what the community wants, high balls, they were low balls last year, or in Madden 22. It was quarterback rollouts in 22. What do? They nerf rollouts. Spins, they nerf spins. Okay, they took away low balls, right? Like the wheel route got a little bit nerfed. Like they took out a lot of stuff from 22 to change the meta and keep it constant. So all in all, I am very, very pleased with this game. I think it is going to be a pretty well polished game. How do you guys feel about this and all that stuff? So I don't know if you're still there, Heezy, but you said, why did I not continue to grind Man 23 to finish up to convince Hutch or sell him start 24? So I have 22 premieres, and a big reason why I did not go out there and, grind to get the last 10 is I know I could get 5 for free, and that 5 for free could have been from the field pass or whatever, levels, whatever. That means I would have had to buy 5, right? Well, if rookie premieres, let me check their price right now actually. But rookie premieres, they were going for about 480, maybe 460 when I did them. Okay. Good job, Jackson. What's up, man? Good job getting 30 there. But the thing I'll say is, I would have had to buy 5, right? Well, 5 times 4 something, that's about 2.2, 2.3 mil. Okay. Now, when I did these sets well in advance, okay, if I go to the 98 Premiere, these 95s were like 60 something. They're already up in price. They're 76, 78, and 80K. I was getting them for like 64, right? 14K off each, and multiply that by at least 50, because I got at least 50 of those, right? And then the 93s were going for like 28K. 28K, they're still about 28K if you get good snipes. So, procrastination here in the last 8 days, these probably will stay in the mid to high 70s, maybe even low 80s, in the very last day or two, just because of procrastination and whatever. But I knew that if I wanted to get over 2 million coins to finish up, okay, in late June, because this came out late June, in late June and all of July, even a little bit of August. I mean, looking back, I probably do regret, now that I know that it is auctionable, for, Aiden Hutchinson, whatever. I mean, I do regret a little bit, but, I sold my whole team. I have no one on my team right now. I have no one on my team. I mean, yeah, I have Gronk. Yeah, I have, Deion Sanders. But, I mean, come on, a 95 overall player. Like, my team is absolutely horrible. So, playing online, because, I sold my whole team, because no one knew we were getting all 32 premieres this year. I sold my team literally, it was like first week of June, maybe last week of May, maybe it was mid-May. I mean, I forget. So I think it was, I forget, dude. But I got great value before all those cards dropped. So I sold my team at a high. If I didn't sell my team the time I did, I would have lost coins, lost value. So I sold my players for a high value. I got all those coins. I got like almost 9 million coins for it. And I thought I was done. I didn't know they were doing 32 premieres that could be transferred over. Usually it's like, 7, 8, you're done, right? So that was a weird year this year for EA Sports. And even if I grinded for it, dude, I mean, I could do those rookie premiere sets, and then, those rookie premiere sets give me those 99s, and then those 99s, NCAT can be used on my team, whatever, like, CJ Stroud, whatever. But again, you're probably going to play a lot of sweats right now. And, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. If people want to get quick wins, I mean, talk about integrity of the game. Who gives a rat's ass? It's July, okay? People want quick wins. They're going to do whatever it takes to get their quick wins. Meta, nano blitzes, whatever. There's no integrity. I mean, there usually never is. But in July, hell no. So I'm telling you right now, it would have been a sweat. And yeah, I would have earned it. It would have been great, whatever. But trust me, getting 22 rookie premieres, you can still get 11 on each side of the ball, or 10 and 12 for me, whatever. I mean, obviously 23, 24, 25 would have been better. But again, getting Josh Allen quarterback, I don't need, CJ Stroud or Will Levis. So that's already 2 players I don't need. That goes from 32 to 30. And then of those 8 remaining that I'm missing out on, there's 2 right tackles. You only need 1. There's 3 tight ends. You don't need 3 tight ends, okay? So, I think there's even three LOBs. And again, I have a spreadsheet here, that goes over all of them, which, all of you guys probably already saw, 25 freaking times. We'll do 26 right here. But you see right here in my spreadsheet here, I already took out all my quarterbacks. There is no left guard. There's 3 tight ends. So, if I highlight the extra ones here, if I highlight, and we'll say we'll do, how do I do this here? Okay, yeah. So, like right here, 3 LOBs. I mean, like, do you really need that? I mean, 5 corners. Do you really need all 5? Not really. So, I mean, even if you get 2 linebackers for a backup linebacker, okay, cool. That's 1 extra. You could move 1 over to MOB, but I mean, I guess, but dude, moving positions, out of position players, they may not get the boost, the chemistries, whatever. I'm not gonna touch that crap, okay? So there's 1 to 2 extra corners, there's 2 extra quarterbacks, there's an extra right tackle, an extra tight end. There's no way I'm gonna get 4 receivers, probably 3 max, because again, there's gonna be other pro wide receivers, team diamond or team captains, whatever. So I actually think in a way 22 to maybe 23 is really all you need to really get the best like value out of it. Anything more is better. You want to get more, obviously. But what I'm trying to say is if you want to benefit the most without missing out too much, I would say 22, 23, 24 is all you need. Again, the quarterback, the 3 tight end, the 2 right tackles, the 3 LOBs, 5 corners. You don't need all that. So, yeah, you could use it towards Hutchinson. Yeah, you could use it for quick sells or whatever. But I just don't really see a reason, for me to grind hours and hours for sweats when I have no team. Like, I have no team right now, you know. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. Okay. Nice job. The weekly 9 overall player for Red Zone Royale. No, I have no idea. Yeah, you're right, Adam. Yep, checking it out. Yep. For highballs. Definitely a vet if you're still there, dude, for sure. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. So any other comments, go ahead and comment below. Besides that, I'm gonna get going here. There are no Mutt leaks right now on Twitter. Kind of a dry day so far. Well, we did get the gameplay stream, I guess, but nothing really on Mutt leaks here. I'm checking one more time here on Mutt leaks. At least we got Field Pass and the strategy updates, which is pretty good. Honestly, you know, my last spin for or my last take on the Madden special stream, I really just feel like, dude, you know, if you do the special stream next week, like I really don't care that much about it. It's just like, dude, just give it to us. Like, what are you really waiting for? Like, what do you get out of it? I mean, yeah, there's more hype, I guess, but again, there already is hype. You know, like people have been done with. I mean, people are playing 23. I respect it. You know, you're still playing and whatever. You know, going for rookie premieres, whatever. But take away rookie premieres. You know, take away all 32 premieres. Aiden Hudson, the big grind. You're probably done in May, maybe mid-June max. So in normal years, we've been done for like, you know, going on about, you know, 45, 50 days. The last 50 days we've been sitting here doing what? For like Madden terms. Okay. Obviously you have your summer, obviously you have a life, but in terms of Madden, what's been going on? It's a ghost town. So like just tell us, dude. You know, like, oh, franchise gets all the reveals in July. Oh, this, oh that. Oh, franchise. Well, why can't we get our MUT reveals? So next week better be Tuesday because Thursday is way too effing close. I mean, God forbid, I have my first day of school on well, it's a staff day, but I have my first day on the 10th. So if they do it on the 10th, we can't see the rookie premiere stats, okay? And if they do show them, okay, remember it expires at midnight on the 10th. We might be able to see the stream and then pick, but I just think EA's being cheap. You know, the game comes out the 14th. Okay, if you're going to do a special stream on the 10th, which is only 4 days before the game drops, I mean, you know, like that's just like no room at all. Like to me that's bullshit. I mean, it's my opinion, but you know, I just think that's bullshit. I mean, let us have the info before. Let us plan our teams. Oh no, we have 2 hours. That's it to plan it. Like, you know, because what if you have seven? You know, 7. You know, what if you have 11? You know, what if you have 15? You know, yeah, I have 22. Yeah, I can do most of them because again, I'm not doing a quarterback because of Josh Allen. I don't need tight ends. You know, all of them, all corners, whatever. But what if you only have 5 or 6 or 7? You have to go off of the stats. You have to go off of analyzing which ones are the best. You don't know the best ones. We have to see the stats. So that's why I said if you do a special stream on the 10th, that's bullshit. Call me out for it. I don't give a crap. It's bullshit. You need to do a special stream before the 10th. Okay? I mean, I just think that's absolutely bullshit. It's them being cheap. It's them being just pricks. I mean, just do it. Like, what are you waiting for? You know? I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and keep a secret from my students, or I'm not gonna sit there like just tell your students, just tell your fans, tell your players. I mean, this is ridiculous. What's up, Cook? Yeah, exactly, Luna, exactly. Yeah, Sean I get it, man. I get it. For sure. Last thing I'm going to show you guys, I really don't know, go out there and, take it for what it's worth. But this is the updated poll here. Okay? The updated poll here, over 200 votes, which is decent data, I guess. How many rookie premieres are you getting for Madden 24? So 12% of 219 is, well, 10% is about 220 or 20, sorry, or 22. So we'll say about 23. 23 to 24 people are not getting Madden 24. And then of those 23 or I'm sorry, of those 198 who are getting or however much it is, 30% are getting all 32. So what, and keep in mind, if we take these people out of the data, if we take them out of the vote, this number goes up to compensate for that 12% miss. So I would say about a solid 32, 33%, almost 1 out of every 3 people. Now, this is now people could be lying, but I mean that just be cringe, right? You're lying, okay? You're going to go out there and say I'm getting all 32. Okay, well, if you're lying, oh, you got me. Wow, look at you. Like, what does that really do? So I think really people did tell the truth for the most part. So you're telling me almost 1 out of every 3 people have Aiden Hutchinson. I just find that hard to believe. I mean, I don't really believe it that much, but again, why wouldn't you? Why is this something to really, hide from? I think it is obtainable. I got 22 and I did pretty much minimal work. I may have grinded 2 hours for daily goals, last minute coins, get that extra one for 22, whatever. I could have got all 32 because you get 5 for free from the fuel pass. You easily could have grinded it for the fuel pass, whatever, get 5 more for free, whatever. Like, it wasn't really that hard. There were coin glitches, Aqib Talib, Marquise Pouncey, egg glitches, Christmas glitches. Like, it was a glitch coin year, So, like, everyone had an abundance of coins. So, honestly speaking, dude, I really could see it. And if that is truly, truly the case, well, you're telling me that, again, out of every 3 people, what this tells me is for every 3 people that play this game, 1 person has Hutchinson. I don't think it's that rare then. I could really see Hutchinson not being that expensive. I feel like people, what they're going to do is, depending on how low prices are, the market, whatever, I really could see Hutchinson being, panic sold the first 2 days. Now, how much will it get panic sold for? I have no idea. Get your snipes ready. But, you do have your 4,600 MUP points. I mean, dude, I don't know how, I have no idea. If you do not have Hutchinson, I have no idea how we're gonna get coins to get him. Because he will be cheap day one. He will be very cheap. People will be panic selling him. But again, he should not be lower than even 250K. Then he might go all the way up to like 400 or like 370, whatever, right? It could be a coin making method to make about 100K coins profit if you buy low, sell high. Again, an old trick of the book. But again, the thing is with Hutchinson, how are you getting those 250K coins in the first X amount of the hours? Even, I mean, you do have a solid team. If you have rookie premieres, you should have almost an 84 overall team with, your team captain and, other Pruder stuff, the Josh Allen card, the Hall of Fame player, the AKA player. You should have around an 84 overall team at launch, right? You should be able to compete online at that level. But remember, so will about everyone else. So it's not a clear. You have weapons. It's not going to be these silvers and, bullshit. You should be able to do souls with ease. You should be able to do soul battles with ease. All that stuff, right? So you should be able to progress through the game nicely with that starter team. The only question is, what's going to be happening with getting those coins ASAP? I probably would not spend your points. Because you spend your points to get Hutchinson, you, in theory, just spent your points on Hutchinson. Okay? Which you could have gotten for free if you grinded the game. Okay? And again, I mean, you really could do this rookie premiere half off. Okay. I mean, you could do this right here. Okay. For 25 bucks. This right here gives you what? 3 premieres? Yeah, 3 premieres and then almost 4. I mean, I just realized for 25 bucks, I mean, I honestly feel like it's worth it. Because here's why. Call me stupid, whatever. Dude, for 25 bucks, I mean, you pretty much get 3.5 premieres with a small shot if you pull a. I mean, we'll say about 3.5 premieres, right? 3.5 premieres is 1.5 million coins. More than that. Okay? I mean, because a premiere right now, today, a premiere, I mean, let's do it. Here we go. Sets, right? You guys can see the sets, right? So if I go right now to sets and I go right here, I mean, yeah, you're not no money spent anymore, but I mean, come on. I mean, I'm no money spent only because if I can do it, you can do it. But like at the end of the day, if you're not doing YouTube or a series or whatever, 25 bucks. I mean, I know that's a lot of money kind of, but still keep in mind how many hours you'll save in the game. Now, we go right here to what? Okay? All right, hold on. Program, rookie premieres. So if I made these premieres right now, which don't worry, I will once they go over this, once they go over the stats, okay? But we go right here, right? And we go to the 90, where is it? Oh, wait, I can't even really search that. Shoot. I want to find the 98s, dude. All right, how much are these 98s? Okay, here we go. Auction and trades. Please tell me there's a damn filter for it, please. If I just do it straight up, you buy 2 98s. How much is a premiere from just buying the 98s? So it's 98 Red Zone Royale cards, right? Unless I'm crazy. Or is it right here? Dude, come on. Where's the Royale, dude? All right, guys, am I blind here? Come on. Red Zone Royale. Do they not? You know what? You know what? EA, go take a little stick, okay, and put it up your ass. Oh my god. EA always finds a way to fuck up. What's up, T-Ballin? That is true, Matthew. The glitches and everything. Yep. How do you transfer the rookies to Madden 24? Make sure you're on the same console and same EA account. And I believe that you never have to relog in. It always auto logs you into what EA account you were on the previous console. That's so stupid, Jackson. Same thing, Ballin. It's so stupid. That's absolutely ridiculous. EA needs to take a little stick up their ass. All right, let me go really quicker to the 98 Royale players here, okay? So these are going for what? 275? 275 times 2 is 550. So we'll say with the sets, you save 50K. That's pretty safe to say, right? So if these premieres are back up to 500K because of inflation and also just procrastination of hype, well, 500K, you got 3.5 premieres? That's over 1.7 million coins. Now, call me crazy. Now, this is God's honest truth. Call me crazy, but again, for 25 bucks, I mean, even really, I should do this. But again, I want to say no money spent for the channel. But again, you're getting 3.5 premieres. That's over 1.7 mil value. 1.7 mil? That would take a lot of hours in the game unless you pull a great pack pool. But even packs are going to be nerfed because the market is so low. Because again, everyone sold their team. So even if you pull a 99 overall, it's not going to go for 1 million coins anymore. You know, not as much, right? So like I said, for 25 bucks, you can get 25 bucks, maybe in 2 hours of work. I'd rather work 2 extra hours at my job and then buy this pack from working overtime. That took me 2 hours and it was paid for, not out of my pocket. I earned it from my job, right? I'd rather do that because in 2 hours, you're not getting 1.7 million in 2 hours. That's how I would look at it. Normally, this is over 50 bucks of value. Okay? If you're paying 50 bucks, that is not worth it. 25 bucks, I could definitely see it being worth it. Okay? And again, I don't want to sit there and promote it too much because, again, you are giving EA money, but come on now. I mean, half off is pretty damn good. Okay? Any last minute comments on the Rookie Premier program? If not, I will stream when there is more information. To be fair, today's gameplay stream, today's gameplay video from EA and the strategy items was pretty good content today to go over. But again, just in general, guys, we are waiting until the actual release of the game in general and the special stream. The very last thing I'll say, if you missed my beginning stream, is they did bring back the 50% off menu thing. And the countdown timer we are under 12 days now. So under 12 days, and it does say you can download starting on the 12th. So I may go ahead and actually do a video about that. It probably will be a 3-minute video. And I'm just going to say, if you missed my stream here, guys, do not forget that, how can I download before? this, that bullshit. You can download before the 14th. That way, when it is the 14th and it is, 8 p.m. Eastern time, you can just hit play. Now, if it is a worldwide launch, which means everyone plays at 8 p.m. Eastern time at that time interval legitly, then honestly, I feel like, dude, I just feel like the servers have to crash. I have an Ethernet. I'll be pretty solid. I feel comfortable with my internet speed and all that stuff. But, dude, if everyone truly is playing at once. Now, if you're wondering when I'm going to try to stream, I'm going to try to stream at 6:30. I don't want to stream too early because we're going to play for a while. But it's just I feel like 6:30 is the happy medium. Maybe 6:45 latest. I want to give people a chance to be in my stream also for the review and all that stuff. So it really is all exciting stuff. And they better have rookie premieres ready. That is one thing I will say that that is the only thing that could be the downfall. And I mean the only thing. What if they said, yeah, sure, we'll give you those rookie premieres on the standard edition on the fucking 18th. Could you imagine if they literally said, oh, don't worry, we'll give you those rookie premieres, but on the 18th when it's the standard edition? There's no way they do that, right? I mean, they gave us the premieres last year at the deluxe edition, so true, you're fine, dude. All right, man. Take care, guys. All right. Adios. Great stream. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow if they do a Thursday stream for MUT. Maybe they will announce the morning of stream tonight. But I think they're going to do, they're going to notify us more than 24 hours in advance. So, last thing I'll say is tomorrow's football. It's Jets and the Browns. I am excited to watch my Browns play tomorrow night. I will be busy, watching that game with friends and family or whatever. But they're not going to have the stream tomorrow night because they know people are going to be watching the Hall of Fame game. I mean, if they did it, it would have to be at 6 or 7 o'clock before the Hall of Fame game starts. But I mean, I don't know, man. EA, just